Bonjour! Bonjour!
No.
Time for bladder check. Check.
So it's a show?
It's a lifestyle.
It's a religion.
My emotions! My emotions!
I'm still French.
Ouais, c'est pas faux.
I'm a woman, Mary. I can be as contrary as I choose.
Non, moi je crois qu'il faut que vous arrêtiez d'essayer de dire des trucs.
Hello, hi, I'm Laura. I'm gonna watch Firefly Season 1, the only season, Episode 15, the last episode of this only season. I just watched the episode 14. If you want to see my reaction video about that, I'm gonna put the link into the eye. That's it, last episode of this only season. After that, I'm gonna watch the movie. I mean, after that, not today. I don't have the time today to watch the movie also. But don't worry, I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna make a reaction video about it. We're gonna finish the story. I'm expecting a lot for the movie, you know, to have the conclusion of a lot of stories, development for characters. I know that we can't have everything into just one movie. I think that they're gonna have to make quick conclusions for certain things, to use really more time to other stuff that they want to finish in a bigger way, you know, with more scenes. I know that maybe I'm gonna be disappointed about them closing the story, maybe, you know, for Kylie and Simon, maybe for how they're gonna close the story about the shepherd's identity. Maybe I'm gonna be disappointed by how quick it's gonna be for little story, because they're gonna keep more time for the main stories, like River. All of the thing about River since the beginning, her story was really the main story of the season, but also of the entire show, so it's logical. And I think also that they're gonna keep a lot of time for Mal and Inara relationship. We saw it during the last episode. It was the main thing about the last episode for sure. And I think that for the writers it was also something big for the show on itself. So I think that it's something that they're gonna want to explore, to really have a big conclusion for it. I don't think that during this episode 15 we're gonna have something. I mean, we're gonna have something about it, but we're not gonna have the conclusion about it during this episode. I don't think so, because it was not supposed to be the end. I'm really trying my best to not consider this episode, which is the last one that we had for this season 1, as the final episode. In my mind, I'm really programming my mind, you know, to think about it like the episode before the last episode, and the movie is the last episode. See how I'm thinking of it? To justify also the way that it's written, it's gonna be built, it's gonna end. Final episodes of a season and of a show, they are written in a certain way, which is, I think, totally different than how it's gonna be right there, because this show was not supposed to finish like that. You know the story. If you are there, I think that it's because of the fact that you already know Firefly, or if you don't know it, that you watched my reaction videos about the last episodes, so you had already me and also you guys on the comments explaining all of that. So last episodes of the season, but not the final episode of the show. I expect during this episode, you know, after what happened during the last episode with Inara, the fact that she wants to leave Serenity, I explained it during the review of the last episode. For me, it's logical. It's logical with the situation and with her character. During the last episode, she confessed her feelings for Mal to herself. She cried and all. She lost her best friend because of the fact that she wanted to help her, you know, to do that mission for her, which is not what she's supposed to do, you know. She's a companion and all, she's not supposed to do that, but she did it, and she took with her this crew, and they followed her, and they did all of that without being paid and all, because they are her friends. It was not official, you know, but she's a part of this crew, of this team, of this family since a long time, and maybe she felt, you know, that what happened during the last episode was a failure because she put them in danger and she lost someone, one of her best friends, doing that. even if it was not a member of the crew. Do you understand what I mean? You know, after what happened during the last episode, she had to make a choice to be officially a part, you know, a member of that crew, of that family, and to leave the companions, or to go back with the companions and to leave the crew. The two reasons for why she could have stayed with them, it's because of the fact that she wants to be with them, with this family, and her feelings for Mal. The crew, this family, she can have the impression that she put them in danger. She lost one of her best friends because of what happened, the fact that she didn't do her job as a companion and all, you know, she did something else. And her feelings for Mal, she confessed to herself her feelings for Mal, but she was hurt by that, she cried and all. Mal slept with someone else, so she doesn't know really his feelings for her. Her two reasons for her to stay are not good, and for herself, she had to choose. She's choosing the companions because of that, because the two reasons for her to stay on Serenity, it's not working, and also because of herself, how she is. Nandi, she said it, in a rush, she likes things which are not complicated, and right there to stay with this crew, with this team, to choose them, it would be more complicated for her to do it. So that's why she's choosing to go back with the companions and all. And we don't know why she left the first time. Nandi, she didn't say anything about it. Mal, he doesn't know it. Maybe we can learn that during this episode. And I think that we're gonna have her saying goodbye to all of them during this episode also. It could be great. I said it, one thing that I love about Inara since the beginning, it's the fact that she's sweet and nice with every one of them, that she's considering every one of them as equal, and she's treating and she's nice with Simon, the shepherd, Kylie. We had scenes with her supporting them, each of them. It's really great. So it can be great to have goodbyes for all of them, you know, with Inara. And of course with Mal and how he's gonna react. I think that he's gonna try to make her stay in a way, in a weird way, with a plan, with something like that. We'll see. But I think that at the end maybe she's gonna leave, no matter what. And she's gonna come back during the movie or something like that. For the other characters, we need to have stuff about River, really. It has been a long time now that we didn't progress into her story. Like since this episode with Jane's betrayal and all, when we scanned our brain, we don't have anything else about it since a long time. We know now what they did to her. They cut parts of her brain, including the amygdala, so that's why she has her feelings like that, you know, she can't control them and all. And Simon is supposed to find a way to help her, but he didn't. So maybe we can have that during this episode, maybe he can help her. But we don't know still why they are still searching her like that so much. What do they want with her? Is it really for making more experiences on her, or is it because she can be useful to them for something else? I think that it's the case. And what about the blue hands, you know, these guys? Who are they really? You know, stuff about her. I think that we need to progress about it during this episode. We are not gonna end it because we have the movie for that, and it was not supposed to be ended during this episode, but we need to progress a little with that. The reverse also, I thought that it would be an interesting, nice, it's not the good word for that, but a really interesting narrative arc for the show, and in fact they didn't use them a lot. Maybe we can have something about them right there. Could be great. Oh, and we had Zoe during the last episode saying to Wash that she wants to have a kid. Are we gonna have that here or during the movie? It could be great. Okay, I'm gonna watch this last episode of the season 1, but not the final one of the show. Right now, if you want, you have my Patreon on which you have the episodes earlier during the day for Firefly, at least 1 week earlier for Death Note, 2 weeks earlier for The Legend of Korra, And for Firefly, I always put the extended reaction part on my Patreon. Maybe for this one it's gonna be the full one, I don't know. It's gonna depend on what we're gonna have. I think that it's gonna be a regular episode, so I think that it's gonna be extended reaction part, but just in case, check the description and you will know. Let's go for this episode 15. Yes, something about river. I said it. Still flirting. Can you pay attention to River? She's right there. River? You had an hallucination just right there. I thought maybe she was fully back herself and all. No. She had an hallucination, a little one about Simon saying like, I would have had that life without you.
Some orders allow shepherds to marry, but I follow a narrower path. Cut it off or nothing? No, more or less in fact. I just direct my energy elsewhere. I got stupid, the money was too good. I don't give half a hump if you're innocent or not. So use that for you. I'm just trying to remember how many miracles.
It's what you think that they think, or it's what you're reading into them? I'm confused. It's not the same, you know. It's the limit between is it true or is it what you think which is true. It's too much for you to handle, no matter what, all of these feelings.
You can be able to find something in New Melbourne if you need a shuttle break.
Just gonna be there long enough to pick up cargo. You know,
You didn't leave yet.
Have you decided when you're gonna tell the others?
No.
No one is paying attention to her, really.
No, I know.
Big girl, just tell me.
What is the damn thing?
So if you can really read their intentions like that, what the shepherd said?
It's just an object. Doesn't mean what you think.
This here is a recipe for unpleasantness. Does she understand that?
She understands. She doesn't comprehend. I'm touching.
It was not a gun for her.
It's getting very, very crowded.
Her medications are erratic. There's not one that...
It's a mix between hallucination, between what she can really do. When she did that to Jane and on this other occasion, it was the same, you know, she didn't know what she was doing like that. Oh, River. Blue ants or rivers? Who are you? Okay, Blue ants. Blue ants company, you know. Who was that lady with the dog? It was not River.
Let's move this conversation in a not Jane's fault direction. I didn't make you crazy. Hell, I didn't mar on the ship. Just don't want to take action for something I ain't the cause of.
Where's River at now?
You don't want to confess that to people, Jane.
Sorry, I know she's unpredictable, but I don't think she'd harm anyone.
I don't think so.
Anyone we can't spare.
Not willingly, at least.
That ain't so.
You got something to say?
No, Kylie! She's gonna say that she killed that guys like that. It was to save you, to protect you. And while you're thinking of that, you're dealing with that, you're not paying attention to the fact that there is people around you, an entire ship. Oh, music is good. It's less Western mood, you know, it's more tension mood.
The captain and wash
You're not gonna be that anytime soon.
I got pinned down. There were 3 guys, and I couldn't move for a second. And took my gun, closed her eyes, killed him.
Their eyes still closed.
That was such a badass
Yeah,
move.
Not a job.
Killed him with mathematics. What else could it have been?
Jane. Nobody can shoot like that. That's a person.
Kylie.
I just want to understand what you're saying.
No, River. Oh,
She smiled.
she smiled because she just saved you. Oh, Kylie, it's not right, it's not fair.
I thought it was a game. Later on, you can explain to me how that's
Yes, not the good way to defend your sister, Simon.
Might be a danger to us.
Guys, she's a part of this ship, like any one of you.
Find her pleasant enough myself. But she does have an oddness to her. Are you saying she's a witch? Yes, Jane. She's a witch.
Isn't a joking matter? This is about our lives and Rivers.
Thank you. Yes, I don't think she's intuitive, Doctor. I think she's a reader. Psychic? Is that even remotely possible?
You know what I think about
You've been studying what they've done to her.
the supernatural powers thing?
They've,
I don't like that into that kind of show. But you told me that no, it could be explain everything in a logical way. She reads feelings.
Well, I don't like the idea of someone hearing what I'm thinking.
No one likes the idea of hearing what you're thinking.
Nah! That's why they want her, because she can do that.
She just wants to be a kid.
To be free, to be at peace. That's what I want for her.
I don't think she ever hurt any of us. Maybe you're right.
She did, she hurt Jane.
Let's get some rest.
River, you heard all of that?
Something else. I had to say something.
I'm not mad at you.
Yes, but you amplified the stuff, Kylie.
I think it's more home to her than any place she's been.
What about you?
Thought the hospital was home. Was really making a difference there. I would be there right now if she had.
But you don't want that now.
If they had just left her alone.
So she was right. River, you are really thinking of that, Simon. I thought that you gave up on that thought.
Isn't there anything about this place you're glad of?
Simon! I'm tired of slow burn ships. Here's this show. You had your response,
Don't let
Kylie.
the space bugs fight.
Okay, Luna. Yes, from Harry Potter. None of you is checking how River is feeling right now. You had all of this reunion without her. Oh, music! She's gonna let you take her, River. Because she knows that you're there and she heard that discussion. All of them, they're okay, locked to their cells. It's Kylie, so this one, no? Don't hurt Kylie. Don't. And you think that it's River? Really?
I like this ship.
How did you get on?
Strange the mind a bit, don't it? You think you're all alone? Maybe not now. Maybe I've always been here.
You're gonna ask Kylie to show you River?
What do you want?
You ever been raped?
What?
The captain is right down the hallway. He can hear you.
Captain's locked in his quarters.
You're not there for that. Why are you lying? Like, why are you threatening her to do that?
Because nobody can help me.
I'm gonna give you a present. Get rid of a problem you've got.
River.
And I won't touch you in any wrong fashion. You throw a monkey wrench into my dealings in any way. Your body is forceless. Ain't nothing but a body to me. And I can find all unseemly random abuse for it. I know how to put your hands behind your back.
Why do you have to make it so awful?
Lives River sleep.
Since the beginning is what it's about River, so why threatening her to rape her and all? I'm blaming a little the writers for that, for using that threat. You can threaten someone and not use that. It's wrong to use it like that. It's to shock people willingly, you know. It's... I don't approve. Je sais pas.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine?
Hey.